Welcome back to another episode of TEW IX WCW Nitro 2001. We're on the 11th of July. This is the Here Comes the Money mod. We are Shane McMahon, who has taken over from in the whole idea behind the mod. Oh, I did not mean to click that at all. The idea of the mod is that Shane McMahon actually took over WCW for real. So there is no hostility between WCW and WWE. So that's all cool. I do need to check the relationship status between both, though. So hopefully I can sign some of those guys coming out. But I'm pretty sure I can. But this is episode 14, I'm pretty sure. And let's get straight into this one. The first one after Bash at the Beach. So we start off with a 62, what's not too bad. We get 59, 64, 58, 58, and all the different parts. Where Nitro starts with WCW World and United States Champion Booker T. And he comes out to talk about Bash at the Beach, how Juventud Guerrero put up a really good fight, but he needs a new challenger. That's where DDP comes out and saying after he defeated Canyon in that hardcore match at Bash at the Beach, he must be in line for a title match. But before anything else can happen, they are interrupted by Team Canada, Lance Storm and Mike Awesome, where Lance Storm says he is being the wrestling superstar of WCW for a very long time, showcasing how good of a wrestler he is and why he deserves a title match. Kind of talk about being more of a singles guy, maybe a little bit. All three men kind of start arguing a little bit, and this is where Shane McMahon comes out and he announces that the main event of tonight's Nitro will be between Lance Storm and DDP, with the winner becoming #1 contender. Nice, easy segment altogether. We need a new challenger for Booker T, and it's going to be either DDP or Lance Storm. Yeah, nice and easy. 6-2 is not too bad. I don't know if Mike Awesome weighed it down a bit. I'm surprised Pot 4 didn't do better. That surprises me quite a lot. But it was like cutting a promo, non-speaking there, and then it was like, oh shit, I can't remember what I put him under now. Made him do. Does it tell me here? Absolutely not. Does not tell me at all what I did. Oh well, does not matter. But I put him under something different here. Different here with Shane on the mic. So maybe that's what it did. Maybe those two just weren't that good at it, sort of thing. But setting up tonight's main event, Diamond Dallas Page versus Lance Storm. A winner becoming #1 contender. Next, where we are backstage with BG James and Fit Finley, who is still furious after what happened at Bash at the Beach. And they talk about it. They talk about how they got to the final two, being so close to have a tag team title chance. But of course, young, jealous boys cost them. So BG James and Fit Finley calls Mark Jindrak and Sean Stacey out for a match tonight for a 42. Just continue the storyline. They are going to be mad as a newly put together team, nearly becoming so close to becoming #1 contenders. These two boys cost them that chance, and they're going to be out to get them, especially someone like Finley. Next, for a 52, that's okay. Oh, they have great chemistry. That's nice to know. Christopher Daniels defeats Davey Boy Smith in 8 minutes 3 seconds by pinfall with a rolling cut after distraction from Chris Candido. 46 from Davey Boy Smith and 52 from Christopher Daniels. Great chemistry, penalised due to effects of going through personal issues. What's not great, but we carry on. We carry on with that sort of thing. We keep on pushing. We keep on pushing. But a nice little match there altogether. Next for a 27, I can handle changes. We have a video playing with a woman sitting in like a hairdresser's chair, and Kiwi is kind of walking around, and Kiwi starts talking about how WCW needs an update, a new look, and that is Kiwi's job, sort of thing. The chair then spins around with Paisley sitting there, and she just turns around and says, an update has to start at some point, where they both kind of smirk at each other and pose with the chair for a 27. This officially changing Kiwi's gimmick, from the Jekyll Hyde thing, because I had no idea what I was going to do with that, to a flamboyant stylist, because that's how I thought, and it was a success there. That's how I thought his gimmick kind of was as well. Like that's the best way I had it in my head, was a flamboyant stylist. So I was kind of going with that sort of thing, but pretty good. Will Sugarman uses a star or major star in company that is not comedy influence. That is fine. He might be really good in the calm the crowd matches. Anyway, I need to start trying to use those. Maybe put them as a comic relief a little bit often. So hopefully that will help the angles a little bit more. But we have a new thing in Kiwi and a reunion of Kiwi and Paisley together back again as well, because they were together as well. Next, for a 60, backstage, Michael Sanders, had to make my desk shake, storms into Shane McMahon's office, a man we haven't seen for a while, saying he hasn't done anything for months and is outraged. So he demands a match for tonight. And Shane kind of is a bit unsure at first, and then he kind of, you can see there's a turn, there's something in his mind that kind of switches for a second. He goes, "All right, you can have a match tonight. So it's fair point. You fought, fair point. I need you to prove yourself." And he goes, "Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do." And Shane goes, "Do you want, Sanders, go and get yourself ready. You've got a match tonight. I'll go and get one sorted for you." And Mike Sanders walks off with the biggest grin on his face, where Shane has got a little smile on his face as well. For a 60, very good segment. Go on. I'm so happy with that. I did not think that was going to get a 60 because Mike Sanders in it. Maybe he's a segment guy. Maybe Sanders is a segment guy. Maybe that's why I'm missing out on him. Next, 20. But it planned to bring down the fans down, and it worked. We have Jason Jett and going to a draw with Kid Cash in 3 minutes 29 on a double disqualification when Vader, it's not in there. I pull it. Why? Vader has come in and attacked both Jason. Can I edit that? Can I edit that? No, I fucking can't. Okay. Where Vader comes in and attacks both men at the same time. A 36 from Jason Jett and a 37 from Kid Cash. 20 altogether. But post-match for a 63, what's better? Vader carries on his attack on Kid Cash and Jason Jett, giving one massive powerbomb to one and the other a Vader bomb. I can't remember if the Vader... I'm pretty sure the Vader bomb's right, where he jumps off the middle, off the bottom, and like flares his legs out into like a big splash. That's the Vader bomb, if I'm right. Vader stands there with Jason Jett and Kid Cash destroyed, laying around him for a 63. Very good. 63. Very good. Vader coming in big. He was advertised coming soon at Bash the Beach. He's already here, and he's already here laying out people as well. Next, 32. What isn't as good, but backstage with the full bloody Italians are looking upset, looking down. Little Guido kind of talks to Johnny Ball about losing the gauntlet match at Bash the Beach, but they will turn this around. And he said he needs to start with something new, and he goes a new member. So Little Guido introduces Big Velo. Velo talks about how excited he's here with the FBI understanding exactly what sort of, the language, that's not right, the mentality is, that's the right thing about. And Little Guido is over the moon about having Big V. I mean, he is one excited boy. And out of this excitement, he tells Big Vito that we don't need you tonight. Don't worry about it, brother. Like, you go in, come back next week. Next week is when things get started. And Vito's like, thanks, sort of thing. And Vito walks off, and Johnny Ball's a bit like, what have you just done? We were supposed to get a third member, bro. Like, right? And Little Guido like, do not worry. But the FBI, the full-blooded Italians, has gone from a 2 to a 3. Do they get more in the future? Maybe. I've not actually decided yet. I'm not going to lie to you. But it's just a nice little gimmick for them to have. Just good characters, I think, as well. 32, me. Next, for a 52, what's okay? Where we have Juventud Guerrero defeating Buff Bagwell in 8 minutes 25 pinfall with a 450 splash, giving Juventud a good win after Bash at the Beach. I think he's doing all right. 52, like, I'm pretty happy with that, especially with Buff, where he's getting a 41. So, like, yeah, like, get him the win, get his pop up. Hopefully that will make Juventud better as well, sort of thing. But giving Juventud a good match, giving him enough time as well to wrestle. Yeah, just a nice good match. Next, 32. A video plays about the Road Warriors. Again, talking about their history, but this time adding about how things have gone into so far in WCW. How it hasn't quite gone to their favor, but the Road Warriors promises that they always fight back, and when they fight back, they will prove that they are the best in WCW for a 32. Next, PG James and Fit Finley comes out ready for a fight with Mark Dream Dragon Sean Stasiak, but instead, Little Guido and Johnny the Bull of the FBI come out, as well as recently getting rid of Big Vito, where they could have made this a little bit in their hand. Little Guido coming out excited with Johnny Bull's like, brother, what you doing? We've just sent Big Vito away. It's now just us doing it. We've got this. We've got this. Hyped up. Little Grady goes, ref, start it. We're here for a match. We're here for a match like that. And BG James go, go, all right then. And the ref calls for the bell. The match itself gets a 33, where BG James and Fit Finlay defeat the Full Blood Italian with BG James pinned Little Guido with a pump handle drop. 42 from Fit Finlay, 55 from BG James, 36 from Little Johnny the Ball, and 29 from Little Guido. Not the greatest of matches, but a match itself. Not a very long match, luckily. But post-match for a 37, where BG James and Fit Finlay are celebrating their win. They are attacked by Jindrak and Stasiak, where Jindrak and Stasiak both hit their finishers on a person each. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I have no idea what either of their finishers are. I have no idea. I don't even know if they've got a tag finish, to be honest with you. If they have a tag finish, they hit the tag finish. If they have two normal finishes where they just drop him or something, they can hit them instead. I do not remember. I don't remember what their finishers are. Whatever it is, they hit him. They basically just attack him. That's the whole idea. Next. 43. Okay, we're going back up. Backstage, Vader is walking out the building, but Jeremy Borash runs up to him, and asks for an interview. But Vader turns around and he just shouts at Borash, and this makes Borash back away very easily. And Vader just carries on walking away for a 43, showing that Vader is a man not to be talked to. Vader's man is left to be alone and to do his thing. Next, we have a in-ring promo at 27, 39, 32 altogether. Ooh, no. Wait. Oh, sugar. Oh, Davey. Damn. Ryu Syndicate comes out where Tajiri talks about winning the Cruiserweight title and saying how this was going to happen sooner rather than later. But he's quickly interrupted by Shane Helms, who talks about being the former champion, how he still gets a title rematch. And then Billy Kidman comes out and he talks about how this whole time he's been playing second fiddle. Not even second fiddle, third fiddle in this whole story. How if it was the other way around, if Billy Kidman was the champion and Shane Helms would be the challenger, he would be as right as Shane Helms. So he wants a one-on-one match with Tajiri. I hope that makes sense, sort of thing. As well. But before anything can really happen, hopefully Shane McMahon, I forgot to put him on. Shane McMahon comes out and announces that next week Shane Helms and Billy Kidman will face off, where the winner will face Tajiri for the WCW Cruiserweight title at the next WCW pay-per-view, Crowd Control. Shane McMahon should have been there and probably would have brought that one up as well. Oh dear. But yeah, Shane McMahon announces next week Billy Kidman versus Shane Helms, basically number one contendership match with a winner facing Tajiri for the belt at Crowd Control, which is in just under 5 weeks. If I remember right, 7, 14, 21, 28. Yes, just under 5 weeks away. So we've got quite a few nitros until we get there. Next. Backstage, Chris Candido talks about how he has proven that Davey Boy Smith is nothing that people think he is. Davey is old. This is what it really means. I can talk about myself. It means he's slower, he's not as strong, and just not as good. And how Davey Boy Smith now has to admit, he's lost. He's defeated before Chris Candido needs to get any more physical with him for a 43. Next. Mike Sanders comes up for his match, and he is facing Vampiro, where Vampiro defeats him in 3 minutes 39 with a Michinoku Driver 2 in 3 minutes 39. 45 from Vampiro, 29 from Max Sanders. Vampiro penalized Drew to being extremely poor form. Sick. That's cool. That's 2 of them. Yeah. 3 of them maybe. Yeah, that's so cool. That's so cool, man. Wow. But Vampiro has returned to WCW, getting a win on his first match back. Next, for a Foley. Backstage, Jeremy Borash interviews Juventud Guerrera about Bash at the Beach. Juventud first talks about the match itself, how a bit disappointing he lost 3-0, but he has only himself to blame. And he doesn't want this to keep him down. So he just needs to go back to the drawing board somehow and figure out what his next step in WCW is for a 40. Next, we have Rob Van Dam defeating Jamie Noble in 4 minutes and 15 by pinfall with a frog splash for a 61.80 from Rob Van Dam. This was on a storytelling as well. And a 41 from Jamie Noble. Still disinterested. Well, it's a bit of a pain in the arse, but I think that's how the rest of this show is going to go, sadly. But an 80 altogether was not too bad. Was not too bad. It's pretty fucking good, actually. Just another match. RVD winning. Keep him on that fucking roll. He's on such a good rating altogether. I can't really try and get that dim. I need to keep that up there because he gets in with Jamie Noble again at 61. Do you know what I mean? Like, he keeps the ratings of each thing high, so just keep fucking using him. Next. 39. Backstage, Tori Wilson has been watching the show on the monitor where she's approached by Air Raid, Air Paris, and AJ Styles, who wants Tori Wilson to manage them. They believe that she can help them, give them the confidence to go on the winning ways and work their way back up the tag team division. Tori Wilson agrees, and all three of them walk off talking about ideas and plans. It's not like, I want to make sure this is like a clear thing. Like, they're not hitting on her in any sort of way. They just want her to manage her. They want a manager experience just to make sure, like, to help them out, and they think it will help them out. For whatever reason it is, we will have to maybe find out. Next, we have a tag team match where the Natural Born Thrillers defeat 3 count in 5 minutes 46 when Chuck Palumbo pins Ever Courageous with a super kick. 42 altogether, 54 from Sean O'Hare, 53 from Chuck Palumbo, 40 from Shannon Moore. They don't know Chuck Palumbo was going to win with a super kick. That surprised me. And a 44 from Ever Courageous. Sorry, I got a bit distracted there. Yes, sorry. Nice, easy match, 5 minutes 46, but it's more post-match for a 42. Okay, with who's in this, I'm not too upset about that. Post-match, as the Natural Born Thrillers, the champs, are celebrating their win, James Vanderberg, also known as James Mitchell, comes out, being followed by Cyclops and Damien 666, where all three men walk down the ramp, enter the ring to face off with the WCW Tag Team Champions, as they was crowned at Bash at the Beach the new #1 contenders for those tag team titles. Next, we go backstage for 53, 59, 51 with Jeremy Borash, where he interviews Rob Van Dam about his winning ways so far. He's doing really, but he's very quickly interrupted by Kurt Hennig. And Hennig claims RVD's winning ways is because he has gone against nobody that really matters getting a pin against. And, you know, wrestlers that don't count because RVD isn't a true wrestler. Kurt Hennig calls RVD lazy, unfocused, and knows nothing about true professional wrestling before walking off. Hennig got in some words for RVD there, saying he's not actually quite that wrestler. But again, this is a bit of a clash of two very different styles: a technical style in Hennig, and maybe an older wrestler with a newer, faster-paced wrestler in RVD. A very intriguing clash of styles, I'd like to call it, for a 53. Next, we go to that main event for a 66, where we have Lance Storm defeating Diamond Dallas Page in 14 minutes 14 by a submission with a single leg Boston Crab after interference from Canyon. Maybe the distraction or something. I don't really know. However that would work the best. 62 from DDP and 65 from Lance Storm. 66 altogether. Really, really happy. We also had Booker T watching from ringside. I think he's just watching the whole time, sort of thing. But what, Thomas? But what? But that was a match. Pretty good. Happy with that. It's warming back up again. I don't think it's going to save the show that much. I think the show's going to be in the 50s if I'm lucky. So that's not great. But a good match altogether, naming the new #1 contender in Lance Storm, where the match altogether finishes on a 62. Oh, not as good as I thought, actually. 60. I'm pretty happy with a 62. After that, I'm quite happy. 62, 60, 63. I'm trying to look at the 60s and stuff. 61, 66. Wow, I'm pretty happy with that overall show rating. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty cool. Oh, no, pretty cool. I need to see what the product is now, because that will take it into some of the thingy bob. Very intriguing, very intriguing. But that has been the Nitro after Bash at the Beach. We have about 4 more crowd controls, maybe 5 actually, until we've got 4 or 5 episodes of Nitro until crowd control. Sorry, so it should be very intriguing. We're slowly getting to the end of the year. Crowd control will be in August, I'm pretty sure. So that will be fun. I've got ideas for all the up to the end of the year, like for the belts. I've pretty much got an idea. I've just got to figure out the little things. But I'm very excited. It's really good. It's just some of the other rivalries here I've got left over. I need to figure out, and I need to see who stays and who's going to go, because both Bagwell and Hugh Morris are definitely on the way out. I don't mind, like, they're not doing great anyway. I don't really have room for them. But I've also got people bringing them in as well, where I need to figure out what I want to do with them as well. So it's a lot of changing up the roster altogether. But again, I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye for now.